Hello everyone. In today's video lecture, we'll discuss how to name an element whose atomic number is greater than 100. Now in our periodic table, there are around 118 elements reported. Most of these elements have been given specific name by IUPAC, that is Consortium of International Scientists. So they gave these names, but still in this periodic table there are many unoccupied space, means there are many more elements yet to be discovered. Now different scientists working in different countries in different laboratories have simultaneously reported some of the new elements, and these scientists gave different name of the same element. Like those persons or the scientists working in the United States of America, they will give certain name, and for the same element with the same properties, those scientists working in Russia will give certain names. So the problem lies here. For the same element, different names were suggested by different scientists working in different parts of the world and different laboratories. Normally, the name of elements are associated with the name of the laboratory from which this particular element was reported, or the name of the place from where this was reported, or this is associated with the name of the scientist. Now, to overcome this different names of the same element with the similar properties, IUPAC have decided to give a systematic name until an acceptable, or the name which is acceptable to the international community is being developed. Once that name is developed, then we'll replace this systematic name by that IUPAC name. So before this, we'll give some specific names to those elements whose atomic number is greater than 100. So now look at this. We have, after this 100, we have element 101, 102, 103, 104. These elements are also reported, and then IUPAC name has been given. Like 103, we said this is lawrencium, that is F block elements. But apart from this, so we are giving a general name for those elements whose atomic number is greater than 100. So to begin with, the name of the topic is nomenclature of elements. Nomenclature of elements with atomic number greater than 100. So for those elements we are giving a systematic name. Now to have this systematic name, we have to follow certain sets of rules. So let me give you these rules which are to be followed while naming these elements. So let's say the rules. Now look at this. Since we are having elements with atomic number greater than 100, now we have to specify some root words. These root words will signify the numbers. Suppose we have 101. So there must be some specific root words to define this 101, and that root word should not be for any other than 101. So we have to specify some root words. So we have root words. So these root words signifies the number. Signifies the number. So we have to identify these root words for 0, 1 up to 9. So by use of these root words, we can name the combination of any words. So the root word, let me give you the root word. So we have a root word and the symbol for this root word, because after writing this element, name, we have to give the particular symbol of the elements also. Or if suppose the symbol is given, from this symbol we should be able to convert into the atomic number or the name of the elements. So let's have the root words. So now look at this. We have let me give you the number, root word, number, then we have a root word, then we have symbol. So if we have 0, the root word for 0 is nil. So the root word for the number 0 is nil and the symbol is n. Then we have 1, the root word for 1 is un and the symbol for this is u. Then we have 2, the root word for 2 is by. We are using this word by for this 2 and the symbol is b. Then we have root word for 3, try, symbol is t. Root word for 4 is quad, QUAD and the symbol is q. Then root word for 5 is pen, symbol is p. Then 6, the root word is hex, symbol is H. 7, the root word is sept, SEFT of September, symbol is S. Then we have root word for 8, it is oak and the symbol is O. Then we have a root word for 9, that is in, symbol is E. So these are the root words which will represent the numbers. So we have this 0 to 9, they are having this root word, and from this root word we should be able to distinguish what is the number. And according to this number we are assigning the symbol also, because after writing the name of this element we have to give the symbol also. So symbol used for this root word is here. So once we have this root word, then we have to assign the name of the element. So the rule number 2 says the name of the element name of the element is, first we have this root word. After this root word, the name of the element follows this suffix, that is IUM. So we have this root word for this 3 digits. From these 3 digits, after having this root word for these 3 digits, now the root word should be followed by IUM. So this gives you the name of the element whose atomic number is greater than the 100. Now once we have this name, we have to assign the symbol also. So rule number 3 says assigning the symbol. We have to assign the symbol of the element also. Now look at this, these elements are having atomic number greater than 3. So the symbol for this element, this is a 3-letter word. This contains 3 letters, and the symbol, look at this, the 3-letter symbol, we have this symbol. That is the first word of the root word. This contains 3 letters and this is nothing but first letters of the root word. So once we have this, we can easily identify, we can easily name the element, or once we have this atomic number, we can name. or once we have this symbol, then also we can name what is the name of the element, and from this symbol we can also say what is the atomic number of the element. So this is a very simple. So first we have to identify the root words, we have to remember this root words and what is the symbol used for particular root words, and once we have this root word and the symbol, we can say the name of the element is, this should contain the root words for the 3 digits followed by the word suffix ium, so that will give you the name of the element. Then we have this symbol contains 3 letters, and these letters are nothing but the first letters of the root word. The first letter should be written in capital, followed by the 2 letters should be in small letters. So this is how we give the name, that is systematic name, for those elements whose atomic number should be greater than 100. So now by use of this combination, let's give the names of some elements. So suppose we have this element, 107. We have to give the name of this element with atomic number grade 107. Now if you look at this, the root word for 1 is un, 0 is nil, 7 is sept. So now the name of the element is 1 represents un, so this will be given as un. Then root word for 0 is nil, un, nil. Then the root word for 7 is sept, so we have this sept. So these, look at it, these are the root words which represents 107, 1 for un, nil for 0, sept for 7. After this root word, the name of the element should contain suffix ium, so we have to replace un, nil, sept, tm. So this is the name of the element with atomic number 107, un, nil, sept, tm. Now we have to assign the symbol of this. Now look at this, the first letter for this root word 1 is un. The first letter for this 0 is nil. The first letter for the root word of 7 is s. So the symbol for this element will be, the first letter should be given as capital followed by small u n s. So this is the symbol of this element with atomic number 107. So now look at this, from this symbol we should be able to write the name of the element, and from this symbol also we should be able to write the atomic number of the element, or from this name we should be able to write what is the atomic number of the element. So there is the possibility of interconversion from this tree. So let's have some more examples here. So let's give this 111 element with atomic number 111. Now we have this root word for 1 is un, so we have un. Again this is 1, so we have un. This is again un. So now look at this, the root words are un. So these are the 3 root words corresponding to 111. After the name of this root word we should be having this suffix ium, so this is ium, that is unium. Now we have to assign the symbol. So first letter for this un is u, then you have u, then we have u. So the symbol is u. This is the symbol of the element with atomic number 111. So let's take some more examples here. Element with atomic number, let's say 120. Now the symbol or the root word for this 1 is un, root word for 2 is by, root word for 0 is nil. Then this is the root word for these 3 digits. After this we should be having the suffix ium, so un, bil, nilium. So this is the name of this element with atomic number 120. So we have to give the symbol also. Look at it. This is UBN. UBN. This is the symbol. Let's have some more examples. Say suppose we have to assign this element 210. We have to give the name of this element with atomic number 210. So the root word for this element, this digit 2 is by. So we have this by. Root word for 1 is un. Root word for 0 is nil. So by un nil, then we have to use the suffix um. So by un nilium. This is the name of this element with atomic number 210. And the symbol for this element will be first letter, and the first letter. So we have this B, U, N. This is the symbol of this element with atomic number 210. So this is, I hope from this example we can write down the name of any particular element whose atomic number is greater than 100. So for this we have to keep in mind this number, root word, symbol, and how to give the name of the element. This. Now look at this. Let's have this first, the name of the element. From this name of the element we should be able to write what is the atomic number of the element. Suppose we have this element. We have an element. The name of this element is given as suppose we have been given this element whose name is unsetbayum. So we have to assign the atomic number to this element whose name is unsetbayum. Now if you look at this, we have this un. So un represents this root word. This un represents 1. Now we have look at this set. This set represents 7. So we have this 7. Now look at this. We have this by. By represents 2. So now look at this. From this root word we derive the number. Un represents 1. Sept represents 7. By represents 2. So therefore the atomic number of this element with name unseptbayum, that is 172. So if this is the atomic number, we can also write out the symbol of this element. Symbol for this element is un. Un is capital U. Then we have septium S. Then we have bayum. So this is how we convert the name of the elements into its atomic number. If we have this atomic number, then also we can have this name. So this is how we convert this atomic number into name, followed by the symbol. Now this is from the name of the element we are converting into the atomic number. So I'll give you one more example. So now we are given the symbol of the elements. From this symbol we have to write down the name as well as the atomic number. So let's say suppose we have look at this. So we have this symbol. This is the name of a symbol of a particular unknown element. Now from this symbol, first we have to write down the name and then we have to follow the atomic number. Now look at this. This letter P, this P represents pent. So we have this pent. So pent represents 5. Now this U is for un. Un represents 1. B is a word letter which is used for this by. So we have this by represents 2. So this symbol PUB, P for paint, U for un, B for by, this represents the root words for 5, 1 and 2. Therefore, the atomic number for this element with the symbol PUB will be 5, 1, 2. So once we have looked at this, then also we can write down the name of the element. This is a symbol. So the name of the element is paint un by m. So name will be paint un by m. So this is how we convert the given symbol into atomic number and the name. So all these three are related. Is a very simple. So there is a possibility of interconversion from symbol to the atomic number or name, or from name to atomic number and the symbol, or if the atomic number is given to you, then also we can easily write down the name as well as the symbol. So for all this, now what is the requirement is, first we have to know this number followed by the root word for that particular number and the symbol for that particular digit from the root word. So symbol is very easy, but we have to remember this number and the root word. So after having this root word, after this root word we have to simply add IUM for deciding the name of the element. So this is the nomenclature or the naming of an element with atomic number greater than 103. Now once the internationally accepted name is given, so there is no confusion. If I say this is 210 by unilium, so this will be applicable to India, this will be applicable to United States, this will be applicable to Russia or Japan. So there will not be any confusion, because these different scientists from working from different parts of the world, they may have given the same element with same properties, and at the same time these scientists may report the same element. So in order to avoid the confusion, so we can adopt a systematic name for giving the name of the element. So after this we have an association of scientists which is known as IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Do these scientists, these are the representation from different parts of the world, so they will sit together and they will undergo for a voting. So those who get the maximum number of votes, that will be considered as the name as well as the symbol of the particular elements. So that is how we decide the name of elements. So this is all about nomenclature of elements with atomic number greater than 100.